What's up, fam? Sorry about that, guys. Running a little late today. I had to run out for about 10-15 minutes and practice some football with my son. He's on break for the next 2 weeks, so got to dedicate at least 15-20 minutes a day with his plays. So I may have to move the stream a little late. Let's do it. Christopher Zazek, what's up? Nicholas Gomez, the man on the other side of the other hemisphere. What's going on? Structure, Mr. Structure himself over here. Jesse James, what's up? Good evening to everybody. I got to tell you, hold on, who else? BBM, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Sorry about that. It was my fault, guys. I had to practice a little bit of football with my son, since he's off for the next 2 weeks from school, and he's a little busy with camp in the morning, but he's throwing the ball around and helping him with his catches and all that good stuff. All right, let's do this. So I did short the open again. I shorted gold again today, playing that pivot point. It did run me up a little bit, though. If we take a look at my trading view, here's that pivot point that I was watching. It did run me up for that stop hunt run. I didn't get shaken out. I figured it was going to be a stop hunt run. I knew I had another pivot point, or a previous pivot point up here. So I shorted that to the 200 SMA, and in hindsight, I had to get out because my son was like, let's go practice. I shorted it right to the 200 SMA. So I did catch the little loop, right? Front ran it a little bit. Fixed it with some DCA, fixed the entry a little bit, and man, had I held. Look at this. So again, those pivot points on gold, just like NQ, very, very solid. Let's go back to that play. Again, shorted the pivot point. In hindsight, got a little, what's called stop hunt run up here, and beautiful play. I'm going to continue with gold during Asia, especially around pivot points. We saw yesterday this beautiful pivot point bounce as well last night. So anyways, that's the play so far that I've done on gold. I only targeted the 200 SMA. Remember, the VWAP was right above. So I said, all right, I'm going to do baby steps. Today, I'm going to target the 200, and lo and behold, it came to the 200 and actually flushed it. Came right back up. Came to the 200. The 200 now became resistance. It was support, resistance, and now flushing back down. So I'm leaving gold alone for now. But yeah, I'm liking gold at night. Zach, shorted NASDAQ. Let's see. Gavin, question, what does it mean when it says not enough margin? So I'm assuming you're trading a live account. If you don't have enough margin, it means the balance on your account can't cover the futures contract or whatever you're trying to trade. It just can't cover it. Same thing with options. I'm not sure what you're trading. I'm assuming futures, but you need more money. All right, let's take a look at NQ. Zach is shorting NQ. It's a short night, man. Oh, look at that. Did NQ come up to a pivot point too? NQ continued on the way up. NQ did not fall back on that pivot point, huh? So if we take a look at NQ, it's pushed 20 points above that pivot point right now. Gold did something like this and came right back down. Now look at the 200 SMA right here on the 5-minute. That's juicy rejection right there for a short. Probably coming back to VWAP and that pivot point at 760 for a potential short there on NQ. All right, we got the house account going live tonight as well. It's available for anybody who wants to take trades on it. House account is up. Let's take a look at the balance on the house account. House account is up $1,200 now. No trades yet tonight on it, but open for trades from you guys. All right, let's come back to my account. Here we go. NQ and gold. Man, that gold trade. I gotta start running. I gotta start leaving a runner at a pivot point. That's 3 nights in a row. When gold takes off from a pivot point, it's going. especially after that Chinese Open. This was the Chinese Open right around 6 p.m. my time. That's when it took the flush down. Look at this. Gold money, man. This is money right here. Holy cow. All right, leaving it alone. Not chasing that. Got my money. But I'll continue to watch gold. All right, let's hop on to NQ for tonight. NQ taking that 200 SMA pullback that we talked on the 5-minute. Here's the 5-minute. Boom, right to that SMA and pulled right back. So the market's moving tonight. See what else we can get. Cooper, what's up? All right, so NQ, juicy short at the 200 SMA, gold continuing. I'm locking in my profit for the night. I'm up, what is it, 900 bucks on this short on that pivot point and leaving it alone for now. All right, guys, let's see. The house account, again, the house account is up about 1,200 bucks. So it's open for any trades tonight. Let's take a look at NASDAQ on that pullback at the 200 SMA. In the 5-minute, was that a nice 20-point? Give it the 20 points yet? Not yet. All right. Let me delete some of these channels from AM session. All right, Zach. Let me know what you wanna trade. If you want to trade the house account, let me know. Let me know your entry. I've promised that I won't trade the house account unless it's by accident. The house account or the community account is for the trade for you guys, the viewers. Okay, Jesse's hopping on a long on NQ on the house account. So let's go to the house account. All right, house account. Market into a long. So let me, one contract. I'm assuming one mini, Jesse. Yeah, NQ one mini. Just mark it in right now. All right, I'm marking. One long is in on the account. Your stop. Target 810. All right, here's your target. $810, and where's your stop? Stop at VWAP. Tell me your VWAP because I'm not. Hold on. Okay, VWAP. I see 765. Is that accurate? $764. Close enough. All right, we got a long on the house account. All right. PR77 on a flight back home. I see you're starting to like pajama. Yeah, we're doing the Asia every night. We'll add 2 for DCA at 769 if we get there. Okay. So 769, you want 2 contracts added? All right, we'll watch it. Megamind Taylor starting a short on ES. DJ NYCEN traded gold for the first time. It has been crazy. Yeah, man, I shorted that pivot point again on gold and walked out with some nice green. Here, I'll show you guys. The pivot point, it did run me up a little bit, similar to last night, but taking it easy with gold. I'm up about 900 bucks on, let me show trading view here. Here we go. So let me switch to gold. Here we go. Here was that pivot point. It did run it up a little bit, but I didn't get shaken out. I actually DCA'd, and I targeted 200 SMA on the smaller time frames. But in hindsight, I'm learning that these pivot points are pretty damn good with gold. They bounce off to the upside or the downside. They take off. It's 3 nights in a row playing a pivot point. Today, obviously, I targeted 200 SMA VWAP. Remember, I was targeting VWAP for the first 2 nights. I said, all right, let me do 200 SMA this time, and it gave it to me. Now I can get a little more aggressive, leave a runner the next play. Again, I've just started playing gold, but I'll take my 900 for the night and walk out. All right, let's hop back on to the community account. Shark Trends, man, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everything is going well in your world, Shark. All right, the house account is currently in a long, courtesy of Jesse. Long in at 784, targeting 810 with a tight stop at 764. So we'll see how we do. DJ NYC, all right, you did well with gold as well. DJ NYC, you still trading New York? Yeah, every morning. My New York session, I haven't been too happy with New York. Harish, hello. Right Investments. Right Investments is also 515 up on shorting gold tonight. Yeah, I mean, gold today, I'm leaving it alone. I'm walking out. I got my short for the night on the pivot point and walked out with 900 bucks, and I'm calling it. Nice little pivot point play to the 200 SMA, but look at that. Continued. I could have banked tonight. So slowly but surely getting more familiar with gold and how it moves. We'll take the wins for now. All right, community account is targeting 810. DJ NYC, are you still trading New York? Yeah, every morning. I traded it. I've been trading this week. This week I've not been happy with my trading during the New York session. Yeah, price action has been choppy, but I'm not too impressed the way I've been trading the last, what's today, Wednesday? I had 2.5 weeks of a win streak. Got to pay out last week on 7 straight to funded accounts. I think each one was about 2,500 and 2,700 on a few. So on 7 accounts, got the payout. And then this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, the market has been choppy, but I haven't been impressed with my trading during New York. Something's off. Something's not right. So tomorrow I might have to take it easy. I'm still going to trade New York, but I may have to either wait or kind of figure out what's going on with my trading during the New York session. The last 3 days, I've walked out into green. In other words, I'm green for the week, but hasn't been nice trading. Not something I'm proud of for sure. Maybe it's just a price action and I'm beating myself up for it. But like I said, I had a loss on Monday, recovered it yesterday during the morning session. Then last night I had a nice win and almost gave back the entire win this morning. Walked out in the green this morning. I'm in the green for the week. But like I said, the last 3 days, my trading during New York, not ugly, not pretty. So we'll see. We'll see how I come back tomorrow and Friday. Maybe I'll have to calm it down a little bit during the New York session. Jesse, that's the market, not you. It's been weird. We have to adjust. It's tough. I got roasted this morning, not smoked, roasted. Yeah, man, it's been a tough market, but today for instance, today I took a trade that took way more drawdown than I should have given it. I eventually took the loss for like, I think it was like 15 or 20 points, but I broke some rules. It is what it is. Now, for the first time today on a directional day to the downside, that's usually my Achilles heel. I struggle with directional days to the downside, and I've been watching my videos, trying to figure out how to play that directional day to the downside. Because I'm such a reversal trader or contrarian trader, I always look for the bounce or the pullback, and I've paid a couple times trying to do that. So today I immediately knew right after the initial move, okay, this is a directional day to the downside. So finally I took the short on the top of a channel, held for almost an hour, got the green, but today was a patience play. Had I held for another 10 minutes that short, I would have walked out with like some crazy green. It flushed like 30, 50 points in 3-5 minutes. But it was a patience game, and but at least some improvement on a directional day to the downside, preventing myself from trying to long a falling knife. Jesse James, I can laugh tonight, but this morning was not good. Took me a couple hours to suck it up, reset some accounts, and get back. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've not been impressed. I had 2 weeks in a row of solid trading. Little base hits, got to my payout on 7 straight to funded accounts, passed a couple more evals. So I'm loaded up, but these 3 days, although I'm in the green, trading, man, what am I doing? Sometimes I'm asking myself, what am I doing? I'm walking out in green, not blowing accounts. Well, I'm not even close to blowing accounts because I dropped my stop loss to $1,500 per account. My daily loss limit on each account, whether it's Tradeify or Rhythmic, $1,500 on the 150K accounts. Now, I'm not taking $1,500 in drawdown on one trade, but 3 or 4 trades fighting the market or fighting direction will get to 1,500 pretty quickly. Nicholas Gomez in the house, gold going down. Let's take a look at gold on the house account. Oh my God. My short at the pivot point is peanuts to what gold did here. All right, learning lesson. Listen, I'm still learning to trade gold, so I'll take the win for now. Let's see who else. Chad. Zach, yeah, I was like JC. Better won't see the price action after the stream. Chart trends, taking a swing short at MNQ, full target 10% form top. It will be out if the price heads above 24,855. But other than that, I'm looking at holding this short as a swing trade, full target 22,550. Nice. So Shark is shorting NASDAQ 855. Chad, it's tough to switch bias when it's been buy the dip past month. Yeah. Like I said, today, finally shorted at the top of a channel and walked out nicely in the green. But it was a patience play today. You had to hold through that chop zone until it finally broke, just like yesterday. But got some room for improvement in my trading last 3 days for sure. Scotty G, sup guys? Which ones are moving that you're trading tonight? All right, well, gold just made the move. I shorted gold at the pivot point, but it's continuing to come down hard. Take a look at gold. I already took my short, up $900 on that gold trade, but it's continuing to push down, and it's in a descending channel. Where's the next pivot point or the next area? 37.52. So a potential another 10 points to the downside before we see this thing calm down. Man, in hindsight, what a pivot point rejection. Pivot point was at 76, right around here, and look at that flush right after the pivot point touch. All right, let's go back to the house account. House account is a little red right now, but we got I think Jesse has a DCA trade or a DCA entry for 2 contracts, right? Right investments. This is why I only trade gold. Hey, listen, at night, I think that's what I'm going to do. Trade gold. I'm gonna start watching it during the New York session as well. You don't have to stay too long, and as long as you catch direction, you're golden on gold. You're golden on gold. All right, yeah, add 2 at 770. Keep the same stop though. Okay, so that's we're gonna add. We're gonna DCA at 770. We're buying another 2 here, and let's move this to 2 contracts sold down here. Your stop, 3 contracts down there as well. Tony LaRose, that's all I trade at night now. Gold, hey, I'm with you. You find direction on gold. It's been moving, so hopefully it's not just a season, and then gold starts doing some crazy stuff. For now, it's been respecting those pivot points to the T. Christopher Zazek got scared out at TP for 1,000 on gold. Hey, man, nicely done. Looks like gold is the player now during the Asia. Nicholas Gomez, gold is acting like a diva. All right, so we got a long entry on the community account, courtesy of Jesse. He's DCAing here at 770 with a stop at 763. Targeting 810. Nice play if it plays out with a pretty tight stop. Let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold continuing to play that descending channel. I'm not messing with it now. I got my green, but it is playing that descending channel until it breaks it, for lack of better words. All right, let me make sure I've said hello to everyone. WXB, Scotty G, Zach, Tony LaRose, Nicholas Gomez, my man on the other side of the hemisphere. Zach, you got to take a community account trade, brother. Step up to the batting cage. All right, guys, let me grab some water, and I will be right back after these messages. Be right back. All right, we're back. Scotty G, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Michael Anthony, not chatting about investments that could double. ER77, I don't trade minis. I like to piece out. Yeah, you trade those micros nicely. And you have multiple TPs. I like your style. All right, so we're currently, the house account is currently in a trade on NASDAQ. One mini right now targeting 810 with a potential pullback DCA for another 2 minis, still targeting 810 with a tight stop at 763. Redline Motorsport, that long, the TP on the chat account is 810. Harish, how did you figure out gold is going down? Well, you never figure it out, right? You play the chart. I was looking at the pivot point. Here, I'll go over that pivot point play again. So if you look at my chart, this is the let me minimize this. 5 minute, 15 minute, and 30 minute, right? This is the pivot point, that blue line. As we pushed up right before the Chinese opened, I started building my short. It did run me up a little bit. Didn't shake me out. I knew the next pivot point was right here. And eventually the Chinese Open happened at what time? 6 p.m. my time, or 9 p.m. Eastern, and then it flushed right back down. Similar to last night, the pivot point play that I did was the vice versa. Last night, I played the long at the pivot point as well. The only correction I did today was I didn't target VWAP. I let it play all the way down to the 200 SMA. Now, in hindsight, I could have given it way more. Let's take a look at that short. Built the short around that pivot point, targeted the 200, but yeah, in hindsight, should have left the runner. Look at how much money I left on the table, but still up $900, short of 1,000, $900 in the green on that short. But that's it. I'm locking in that profit for now. Go back to the chat account. Michael Anthony, yes, sir. JC's the name, my friend. Welcome to the stream. See who else is here. Redline Motorsport, welcome to the stream. All right, so the chat account, guys. The chat account is the account that you guys can trade. I've made a promise that I will not trade the house account. This is for the viewers. The only time I trade the house account is if I screwed up and made a mistake and accidentally traded it. But this is for you guys. You guys can take the trades on it. All you got to do is call it out in the chat. Community account trade. Give me your entry, your stop, your take profit. And we'll take the trade, whether it's minis or micros. Jesse James not liking how NQ is looking, but let's hold still and see. Yep. So the house account currently has a trade courtesy of Jesse James. House account is in a long at 784, targeting 810, and a stop at 763 with a DCA at 770. All right, oil. Oil was a good short earlier. What's going on with oil? Oh, it already played the short out. Oh man. Oil also tanked right at the open. Chinese open. Watching oil for that short. Oh man, what it is. So NQ on the 15-minute trending higher time phase, 15 and 30-minute in a ascending channel all day after that flush, huh? After that initial flush. All right, and of course, this is the magical hour where NQ just slows down, where we just stare at the screen and talk to each other. So 2 more days, 2 more trading days. I'll be on tomorrow, Thursday in the morning and Friday in the morning. But gotta be careful in the morning. Like I said, I've walked out in the green for the week, but I'm not impressed with my trading during New York the last couple of days. Yeah, it's been choppy, but I gotta figure out a way to not expose myself with too much risk. Cooper. Yanix, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Paul Parker, have you tried the Funded Next Rapid accounts? The 3-day payouts have been nice. I have not. Funded Next. I don't think I've even opened up an account with Funded Next, but let's take a look. We got plenty of time. Funded Next Futures. Here we go. Has anybody else traded Funded Next? So let's take a look at Funded Next. I have not traded them. I'm not promoting them, guys. I'm just taking a look here since, who was it? Cole Parker mentioned it. Funded Next. Start challenge. You got 25K, 50Ks, 100K for futures. You can also trade CFDs, I see. All right, let's take a look at the 100K. Profit target, 6 grand. The max loss limit is 3 grand on a 100K. Ooh, oh. It's low. No daily loss limit, which is good. No activation fee. One-time fee. Oh, in other words, this price is a one-time fee and not a monthly fee? Okay. It's not a monthly fee account. It's a one-time fee with no activation fee once you get into sim funded. 100K, you can trade 5 minis. That's it. I mean, that's all you should be trading, but have it pretty tight. Max position. And a Funded Next. 7. 40% consistency rule. That's lenient. That's good. And a $219 reset fee. 12%. Okay. And then the Rapid account. Rapid account is even tighter. On a 100K, your max loss. So whenever I look at accounts, right, on a 50K, your max loss limit on an eval should be somewhere around 3,000. I'm doing that based on most props. It's a little tight. Rapid challenge accounts are definitely tight. Like the 40% consistency rule, but your profit target and your max loss is pretty tight. All right, let's come back to the house account. Again, I don't promote or affiliate with Funded Next. I was just kind of taking a look. Sorry, taking a look at their pricing. Whoa, my voice is gone. Hold on. All right, we're back. We're back. Kushal, hello, sir. All right, well, good evening. Good evening to everyone. Right now, the house account is in a trade at 784, courtesy of Jesse James. He's in a long on the house account for 784 entry, stop loss at 763 with a DCA entry at 770 and targeting 810. So if the house account gets that trade, that's a nice green. Let's take a look at what's in the pipeline for tomorrow, as far as news is concerned. News tomorrow, we got 8:30. Remember, my times are 3 hours behind New York Eastern. I live stream from Arizona. So tomorrow we have 8:30 a.m. durable goods. And then we have existing home sales at 10 a.m. That's also a red folder event at 10 a.m. And we got some Fed speakers throughout the day, 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. Then we have, what do we have here? Kansas City Fed. Yellow folder events at 11:30 a.m. All right, so it's going to be, there's definitely some news and two red folder, 8:30 and 10 a.m. And Cooper's telling us that Friday is PCE. Indeed. Friday, closing the week at PCE, consumer spending also at 8:30, red folder events, 8:30 Eastern, and we got University of Michigan, 10 a.m. So we got 2 days of news, volatility. Oh boy. It's not good. Trading hasn't been the best this week. So the 2 days of volatility. What up, JC? Did we blow the 300K eval? No, it took some serious drawdown though, and I decided to give you guys a 150K instead. And since I took the loss on that one by accident, I switched it to a 150K, and you guys are up about $1,200 on the 150K now. So you got a smaller profit goal. Instead of 20K on the 300K, the profit goal is now 9K. And the 300K is in the copier. I haven't even looked at it. Probably back up to break even or something. T. Cooper, how come everyone from Vietnam has the same last name? It's a good question. Maybe someone can help us with that question. So the house account is a 150K now, guys. And profit goal is 9K on that one. Still has decent max loss limit. And you guys can trade it anytime. Just let me know in the chat. Gold is rocking. Oh man, I'm done for the day on my accounts, but let's take a look at gold. Oh, look at that long. Where did that long happen? What level was it? So I don't see anything on my. I get that it's bouncing, but there's nothing on my side that would have told me to bounce. So hey, nice. Whoever longed that, nice play. 4 points right at that consolidation area. Tony LaRose caught that long. Nice, man. So listen, gold moves. Gold moves a lot better than NQ, as we've learned. At night, at least. Chad caught that Got me out of the red. All right, man. Nice stuff. JJ Kimo. All right, there was a king. I don't even know how to pronounce the last name, so don't get upset at me. Ignorance, not being able to pronounce Engayen. There was a king Engayen back in the day. He had a lot of wives. JJ Kimo telling us he's Korean and everyone in Korea has the last name Kim. Interesting. Thumper, what's up? Hey, Thumper, I took a look at your charts. I think it was this afternoon. I finally had a chance to hop on the Discord. Nice stuff, man. Yanix, do you know YRM Prop? I do not. Never heard of them. All right, DAI, house account, gold. Okay, so we're going to go on a long to buy, limit buy. Okay, so let's hop on to the gold. You want 2 minis. House account is going to take a trade on gold as well for 2 minis. Buy at 37.65. 37.65. TP 37.85. Stop loss 37.60. All right, so we got 2 trades going on the house account. Entry on a long at 37.65 with a stop at 37.60, and 85 is the target. So let me mark this target up here. That way, in case I know to set TP up there. DAI, it's looking like it wants to moon. I don't know. Honestly, this I'm surprised by this bounce. Take a look at my 1 hour and 4 hour level. Oh, there was a prior pivot point at 768. Still flush. Prior pivot point is 768. Okay, I see. It did a similar thing to what it did at the top, where it looked below and failed, and then yeah, that was a prior pivot point right here at 768. Okay, I missed that. R2, 768. Okay. Guess there was a level there. PR landed. All right, brother. Have a good one. So who trades gold exclusively here? In other words, I know we have a stream here and it's been mainly NASDAQ. Put a 1 if you trade gold exclusively, or that's your main instrument that you trade, both whether it's the New York session or Asia. NQ mostly gold when NQ is chopping. Right investments, you only trade gold, huh? Nice. Nicholas Gomez, I'm getting some trust issues trading gold, but with my charts. Trust the chart, bro. Just trust it. JC, have you looked into my funded futures? I have not, but I've only heard good things about my funded futures. Hey, got a great dashboard. I just haven't added them to my copy trader. Stuck to other ones, but I've heard nothing but good things about my funded futures. Let's take a look at my funded futures. They don't have straight to funded, right? I've been focusing on straight to funded lately only because, well, most of you know, I took a bad. So in August, was it August? Yeah, in August, I had 2 big blowouts, meaning I blew all my accounts twice in August. Finally got to a payout with straight to funded in September, 7 accounts last week. So I've been focusing on straight to funded, cheating my way technically to a payout. Let me take a look at my funded futures. But finally, September got payout 7 straight to funded, 150Ks. And I want to add a few more. My funded future. Let's take a look at my funded futures. Gotta log in to, here we go. Okay, so that got scale, core, and pro. Let's take a look at the pro account, 150K. Is the pro their straight to funded? Is that what it is? Does my funded futures have a straight to funded option? Chad, I quit the eval game a while ago. Yeah, I'm liking straight to funded. I said I had to September. Finally got my payout. 7 straight to funded last week. I think most of them were about $2,500 payout. One was $3,000. Tradeify with their profit split was a little. All right, so is pro account a straight to funded on my funded futures? Oh, the pro is like Topstep, but an eval. Assuming there's a discount on that 477, 9,000, 9 contracts, 4,500. Yeah, I got to take a look at it. Like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about my funded futures. All right, let's hop back onto the chat account. Let's take a look at Jesse's trade here on NASDAQ. All right, it's got a little bit of green now. My funded futures gives a free reset at any time if the account is still active. Really? Free reset? On a monthly renewal or just anytime you blow it? 1969. Oh, okay. Nicholas Gomez with the engagement question. What's everyone's dream car? Mine's a classic red Willys. Oh yeah, that's the classic car in Columbia for sure. Willys Jeep. We got here Cooper 1969 Shelby. Jesse, you sold your GT 500? Wow. Harish, how does a fully funded account work? So let's talk about straight to funded and instant funded accounts. Let me bring up my spreadsheet on Google Sheets. So a straight to funded account, regardless of the prop firm, whether it's Tradeify, Lucid, Tick Trader, you don't have an eval stage. In other words, you don't have to pass an account to get sim funded. Straight to funded, you start right off the bat in a sim funded account. It has a tighter consistency rule. Hold on, let me go over it. Here we go. I also have a video. I'll go over my YouTube. There's a video that I made on YouTube breaking down all the straight to funded accounts. Just a second, and I'll pull it up real quick. Videos. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's pull this up real quick. I'll go over straight to funded for you, Harish. So here we go. On straight to funded, remember you skip the eval phase and you go right into sim funded account. I trade the 150K straight to funded, so these are the numbers for the 150K. If you trade a 50K, you can just change the numbers, but basically on a 150K, as long as you get to pay out once, to a profit goal, for instance, on Tradeify, as long as you hit the profit goal of $9,000 once, that's it. You can request the payout. Assuming you met the 20% consistency rule, they all have 20% consistency rule. Where's the consistency rule? Right here, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. As long as you met the 20% consistency rule, end of day trailing on most, and all the other rules, you will get your payout right off the bat. In other words, you don't have to pass the eval, then do another 9,000. It's just one round, whether it's a 50K. I think the goal on the 50K is, don't quote me on this, look it up on the website, 3,000. I only trade 150K, so as long as I hit goal here once, I get my payout. That's why I cheated this time. I brought my number of straight to funded to 7. I think it was like 3, 2, and 1 here. 3, 2, 1, 1. Tick Trader being the one that has the highest profit goal of 10,500. They are costlier, right? You have to pay a little more. I mean, these are $400 to $500 accounts, but you skip the eval phase. Go right into sim funded. If you want to watch the video, I do have a video in my YouTube channel. Don't just do lives. That's straight to funded, and I go over the breakdown of straight to funded as well. So feel free to watch that video when you have time. Hope that answered the question on straight to funded. All right, let's go back to the cars. So Jesse sold his GT 500. I answered Harish's question. Thumper, I used to have a 1968 Mustang. Yeah, I'm not too fond of classics, man. I like the modern cars. I'm really eyeing love to have a Porsche within the next 10 years, one of the newer ones. We'll see. I'd be happy with a 911 or a Panamera Porsche side. Either one. Classics. If I were to go with a classic, I think some of the there's a classic. Hold on, the old Aston Martins are sweet. Yeah, a neighbor of mine has an old, I think it's like a 70s Aston Martin. Sweet ride. Sweet. The old 944. Yes, that's a sweet ride as well. Cooper, the owner of the boat I run, has a turbo 4F. Ooh, let me take. Oh, yeah, at a coworker, not a coworker, someone I knew in the industry. He had the new Porsche. Those things, man, it's like riding on rails. Impressive handling. Of course, it's a Porsche, but nonetheless, sweet ride to be a passenger in. Jesse James telling me to move the DCA, remove the DCA, kill the DCA. All right, so we're going to make some changes on Jesse's trade, removing the DCA. Oops. And moving the stop loss to, hold on, I lost it. Moved to 780. All right, tighter stop at 780 now. House account is in some green, courtesy of Jesse's trade here. Nicholas Gomez, looks like Trump wants to keep petrol cars going for a bit more. I think Trump's just trying to get American cars to get sold more here. It's good. That stop is quantity 2. Oh, that's right. You didn't add. So let me there you go. So 780 is your stop, right, Jesse? On the house account? All right, what's gold doing? Let's take a look at gold. All right, coming back. Gold looking like it might come back to that entry That's Dice trade. And NQ pushing. NQ slow. Yeah, this time it's always slow. Christopher Zazek, short entry right at the 200 SMA right there. Yep, right. Team Massive, blessings, sir. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, where is NQ's pivot point? Oh, NQ is a long way up. If it picks up, it's got a long way up. Nicholas, at this pace, I'll be retired before my trade finishes. What's your trade? What trade are you in, Nicholas? Oh, light just... Hold on, guys. All right, Nicholas is in an NQ long. Okay, so you're a long, so you're good. Jesse, if you break 93, let's move the stop to 90. All right, just give me a heads up. Here it goes. Be ready. You're going to keep it that tight at 3 points? Where's your TP? 810? Right. Oh, in other words, if the break fails, I see what you're doing. Got it. All right, we'll see. How is our gold entry doing? Gold's coming close. So what did I say? There was a pivot point down there, right? Let me take a look at the trading view. Pivot point down, and it's Right Investments is selling gold at 37.70. All right, let's go back to NQ. Make sure I don't miss Jesse's stop move. 793. Man, not moving. Yeah, trailing stop on Tradeify. I don't think I played around with it. I mean, I can do Ninja on Tradeivate on these Tradeivate accounts. I know I have Ninja installed. I just don't trade on Ninja. We can try it maybe tomorrow. NQ snail pace. All right, let's go back to gold. Jesse, just blink twice when it hits 93. All right, gold. Oh, missed the entry here. Let's see if you pick up the bounce here or give us the pullback for that entry there. It's slow. Cooper, Ninja has the best order entry and stop management of all platforms. The signal is very similar. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've mainly traded on Quantower. That's been my favorite platform, and for the most part, they have a very good bracket orders as well, and trailing stops and all that stuff. Christopher Zazek, long ES Mini. All right, let's hop on to ES on the community account. All right, you want a long ES 1 mini entry at 6704. Your stop is at 64. What? Wait. Entry at 6704.75. Oh, you want your long entry at 6704.75. 6704.25 stop. Playing a tight stop there. Okay. And your TP is at 6707. I think I got that right. Except the stop. 6704.25. So, there we go. I think I got it right. Hope I got it right. Cooper, Quantower is my main platform, but oh, you got wicked out. That was quick. All right, so let's kill the order here. Quick stop on that ES trade. They're watching you, Christopher. They're watching you. Cooper, Quantower is my main platform, but Ninja. Oh, really? So Ninja ATM is better? Yeah, I've been a fan of Quantower now for several years, for 2 years rather, trading futures. Love Quantower. I don't know what to say. Literally just put it in. Well, stop is a stop. That was tight. All right, let's hop back on to NASDAQ. Jesse's trade here, currently in the green. Jesse is about to get us all some chili dogs from Sonic for all of us. So he's going to make that run. We'll wait for you, Jesse. Don't worry. Just make sure mine has a little bit of enough ketchup. I love my ketchup. Nicholas out on his long, shaking out. Nicholas getting shaken out on his long. All right, let's take a look at gold. What's gold doing? I want to take a long on gold. What is gold doing now? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Minimum 55. Not yet for me. Leaving gold alone, and I'm definitely leaving NQ alone. TK, MNQ just broke that uptrend. Let's take a look at MNQ. Coming back down. Where is, did MNQ hit a pivot point or something? Oh, it hit the 200 SMA. So on the 5 minute, let's take a look at it, MNQ. Hit the 200 SMA and taking a little rejection there. Let's see if they hold the ascending channel, though. If they hold the ascending channel, I think Jesse's trade is got life to it. All depends on that 200 SMA rejection there. Cooper, as soon as I got into Quantower, I stopped using NTA. Same here. I was originally trading Ninja Replicanto for some time, and I switched to Quantower. I just don't like the fact that you can't do much charting on Ninja. I like Quantower better. Just personal thing. But Quantower for live streaming does look a little boring. I'll give you that. That's why I switched to Tradeify for the live stream. But I still use Quantower here on the side, just kind of doing my thing. Yeah, I can't say I love Quantower. So like, as long as you have the most updated version, Quantower, minimal issues. Even copy trading, minimal issues on Quantower. All right, what do we got here? So currently the house account is in a long at 84, targeting 810 with a stop at 780. We have a gold trade waiting for entry at 65 with a tight stop at 60, targeting 85. Haven't entered that until we get filled. That's the plan on the house account for tonight. On my accounts, I already took the trade earlier. I shorted the pivot point. Already up. Locking it in for tonight. All right, let's hop back on to NQ. Is NQ taking that pullback at the 200 SMA and respecting this ascending channel? It's still holding the channel, right? See the bottom line of that channel, and still it's been playing that channel since 5 p.m. my time. Where would the break of that channel be? guy wants to change the TP at 37.72. Okay. Playing a quicker, safer scalp here, 37.72. I'll enter it when we get filled. All right, NQ respecting the bottom of that channel. As long as it holds that channel, that long is good. Longy longs on NQ. So let's take a look at my 1 minute on NQ. I'll show you guys what I mean by the channel. Here we go. So this has been the channel that's been playing out on NQ. Came right back down, touched it. As long as it holds, we're good. And this yellow line up here is a 1 hour level. Watching for that. Disregard that previous day low and all that. I haven't updated that since this morning. So those are still yesterday's numbers. Yeah, I should update that tomorrow morning. So just hop on and trade tomorrow. All right, while we watch that, let me fix my levels for tomorrow morning. Overnight low is currently overnight low. So previous day low, previous day low, all the way. So oh, let's go to gold. What happened? Oh, wow. By a tick. I think she's coming down. Does she have more room to come down? Let's take a look. I think she's got more room for the downside. Got the 200 SMA on the 30 minute at 56. I think it's got room. I think it'll fill you. You want me to cancel GC? You want me to cancel GC? All right. Just say yes or no if you want me to cancel GC. All right, we're canceling the gold trade on GC. Yeah, I mean, if it comes down, I see the 200 SMA at 56. You got the pivot point down at 45. I'm not playing with longs until I see a level. Otherwise, we're right in the middle. So if you take a look again on gold, I mean, scalps, I think you're fine. But we're right in the middle of a range on gold on higher time frames. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. Right, this was my short at the pivot point. Granted, I could have held that for way longer in hindsight. But now we're right in the middle between two pivot points, the two blue lines. You got the 200 SMA right here as a magnet pulling price. I'll wait for this area for potential. TK, we are boxed in on GC. It doesn't know what. Yeah, we're right in the middle. I just, if you looked at the 30 minute, we're right in the middle of a range. So, not fiddling in the middle. Di, thank you. Yeah, man. You guys got me on gold. I think it was Cooper that first started the whole gold conversation, and I've been trading gold now. So, yep. And now, Di, I'm watching it. Took me almost a week. I kept saying, guys, I'm gonna start charting on the weekend. Took me about 2 weeks to finally um, start charting gold as an instrument I trade, and now I'm watching it, watching it like a hawk. I like it. I like the way it's moved. It respects levels. It respects trend. You catch a nice little ascending or descending channel on gold. You don't have to ride it too long. It plays those levels to a T. Yeah, it's all-time highs, man. Like I think we've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. I'm surprised gold and NQ have been moving, not necessarily completely in sync, but NQ and gold have been moving pretty similar. One moves up, the other one follows, or vice versa. Chad, you ever connect with that guy that was scalping the Heikinashi with MACD? Oh yeah, 100%. Peter Chan. I talk with Peter every day. Every day we chat after the morning session. Peter Peter Chan trades Heikinashi with MACD. A good friend of mine, and he has a solid strategy playing those breaks on the 5 minute. You know, he doesn't go for a lot of points, but he's very consistent with that strategy. 4 or 5 points. I got to give Heikinashi a chance. I'm also going to take a look at Renko. Renko, listen, I've never looked at Renko until Jesse James, the man, the myth, the legend. I started seeing his charts. I never even looked at Renko, but I do see the value in Renko. So over time, I do want to learn more about Renko. Heikinashi, I already added it to my arsenal. I always, for the New York session, I have a separate screen on the 5 minute with Heikinashi, just so I could see change in direction quicker. Music creator, I use Tiki Squeeze. It's working for me. Nice. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold, like I said, if we look at the 30 minute on gold, this is my gold charts. Let me minimize this right here. This is the 5, the 15, and the 30 minute. I shorted the pivot point right here. Could have held longer in hindsight, but we're right in the middle now between two pivot points. I'm waiting to see what happens at the 200 SMA at 55. May even play this with some micros. Hold. We'll see. All right, how is our chat account doing on, okay, NQ breaking that channel, huh? Is NQ finally breaking that channel? All right, NQ starting to break. So let's take a look at the 1 minute. You have the 200 SMA, VWAP at 67. I'm not even interested until we see the pivot point 760. But it is starting to break. We'll see if it continues to break or potentially comes back into that channel. Nicholas Gomez calling it. Have a good night, brother. Thank you for tuning in as usual. Appreciate you, brother. Make sure you have some huevos pericos in the morning for breakfast with an almohavana. That's what I'm having tomorrow. T Massive, if we break 780, my TP on MNQ is 760. Yeah, NQ. All right, breaking out of this channel. 200 SMA on a smaller time frame, 780, and then potential 768. My 1 hour levels are the yellow line, so this is what I'm looking at. Yellow and the blue line is that pivot point. So we're right in the middle between two 1 hour levels. All right, what's gold doing? Did gold come back down? I think gold has room. And that pivot point to pivot point play. All right, hindsight. Gold likes to move on those pivot points for sure. We saw that bounce yesterday, and today was a pivot point rejection right at the Chinese Open. And that was the trade for anybody new or not new, hopping on the stream recently. Let me show my trade on gold earlier. Here we go. So the pivot point, we take a look at that 15-minute on gold. Right, this was the pivot point. Built the short around it. And hindsight, I should have held a lot longer. I only targeted the 200 SMA, and you can see my exit right there at the 200. Did flush a little bit more. Hindsight, now that I'm trading gold, hold a runner. I had a nice entry up here. I could have held that runner for a lot longer. But hey, taking stabs at gold and slowly seeing how it moves. This is a pivot point play on that short. Yesterday, you guys saw me long the pivot point. Same play, just the vice versa. I took a little bit of drawdown, built the long last night, and also walked out with about $900 last night or 1,000. So I like the pivot points and how they play on gold for sure. So I'm done for the night. I'm locking it in. We'll see if I give it back tomorrow during New York. Like I said, I've been trading New York. I trade New York every day. That's my main trading session. But last 3 days, pitiful trading. Not impressed at all. Something's up. Something's not aligning. So tomorrow I'm going to take a little easy, be a little more patient on the open. Just not getting the quick move that I like on the open in terms of direction, and making some mistakes. I'm still in the green for the week. I haven't taken a loss, but the trading has been ugly. Sure. We'll see. It's also been some crazy... Oh, what happened here? Hold on. Let's take a look at NQ. Okay, we're still hovering around Jesse's entry. Back to the futures, the stars aren't aligning. Yeah, man, it's just 3 days. 3 days of sloppy green trading, if you want to call that. I think it's a patience factor. Now, the price action has been pretty choppy during the open. The move has happened 2 days in a row. Yesterday was almost 2 hours of chop before it gave the move to the downside, and today it was about an hour and a half. So it's been a patience game. We'll see. Maybe it's just a little wave trying to figure out how to adjust. All right, so NQ trying to come back into that channel, right? Trying to come back. The only problem I would look at here is if the bottom of this channel becomes resistance and unable to come back into the channel. It's the only thing I would watch for on this long right now. Back to the futures, yeah. It was definitely 2 days in a row of pullback. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow we get the rally. Everyone's bull bias now for tomorrow. Will we get day 3 of a pullback? It's happened before. All right, NQ trying to come back into that channel, respecting the channel for a continuation to the upside. Let's see. All right, where's gold? Where's gold at? Let's take a look at gold now. All right, gold coming down. I'm waiting for 55. Pivot point is down at 45. Let's see what happens. Or they could build the higher low here. All depends on what they want to do here. Thumper, have you looked at the new Aston Martin supercar, the Valhalla? No, but let's take a look at it. Got time. Now, Aston Martin, man, those are sweet rides. Sweet rides. Let's take a look at my dream car here. Let's take a look at some new Aston Martins. Here we go. You said it's the Valhalla? Not even on their website yet. Yeah, these are rides. Someday. Ooh, look at his bad boy right there in white with that interior. Not too shabby. You said Aston Martin Valhalla. Oh, here it is. Oh, that gives me McLaren vibes. Let's take a look at the Valhalla. Gives me McLaren vibes right there. Woo, woo, woo. Ooh. Look at that thing. It's incredible. I like it, Thumper. Ow. All right, let's come back to the chat account. John Bergeron in the house. What have you missed? You missed the gold short. Other than that, we got a trade on the house account right now for NQ. Courtesy of Jesse James, the man, the myth, the legend is in a long on the house account. We'll see how that one goes. Now, Jesse is getting us all some hot dogs. I know that. We're waiting for him to come back. All right, NQ trying to come back into that channel. Still, if we take a look at still hovering, this is what I'm watching. This is the only issue is it's unable to come back in. Hasn't broken it officially, but we'll see. We've seen this before where you see NQ hover. Oh, there it goes. Starting to come back into channel. So maybe that's it. If it comes back. We got some movement to the upside potential here. All right, let's take a look at gold again. Where is gold? I'm watching gold tonight. I'm gonna hop on a long. Oh, still not. Still not coming back down yet. All right, gold still undecided if it wants to continue the move down or use that as a higher low. NQ struggling in that channel. Seeing it where it hovers and then takes the flush. See what happens. All right, we're watching NQ snail pace. Is it going to break out of that ascending channel and take a little pullback or continue? Back to the futures. It's mad bearish shorted. Are you talking about gold? Thumper, my wife always wanted Aston Martin's 177, which is sweet. It was $1 million new, I think. Aston Martins are sweet rides. Someday, who knows? Someday. For now, the dream car for me. Team Massive. Short 782. It's decision time for you. Back to the future, short on NQ 785. Okay, so you're shorting the break of that channel. Yep, it's looking like a break. We'll see. NQ. Oh, coming back. John, I don't fully trust in this huge run up in gold. Seems a bit too overdone. What is gold doing right now? All right, coming down. Pivot point on gold. 745, 750 area. All right, let's watch NQ. Okay, so NQ trying to hold this move to the upside. but it is moving slow as usual. Cooper, you've mentioned DXY. I haven't listened to you, to be honest with you, on DXY. Let me, oh, it's not available. Take a look at it on TradingView. Mention that. I add DXY now that I'm trading gold. So pretty much overall inverse relationship between gold and DXY. Jesse, welcome back. I didn't know about your condition there, but I'm glad you enjoyed your meal. All right, NQ and gold. NQ not doing much. Gold has come to a halt here. Question is it going to continue further down? I have pivot point all the way down at 45.50 area, the 200 SMA on the 30-minute at 56. Or I consider a long. So I'll wait for that. And NQ just toying. Just ain't right. Sorry, man. I didn't see that you had written. Welcome to the stream. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you, Just Ain't Right. NQ not going anywhere. How-to videos. Yeah, man. It's like watching paint dry right now. It ain't pretty. And gold is also kind of chilling here. That's Asia for you right there. Jesse's done. He's like, let's just take our 20 bucks. You want me to close it? Let me know. You tell me if you want to close that trade. You call the shots. All right. Jesse wants to hold his long. John is about to go short on NQ. Thumper, the key to a good hot dog is steamed buns, and you inject your dogs with bacon grease. Bacon grease is good stuff. All right, let's go back to gold. Still hovering here, and NQ holding pat. Well, no, NQ's trying to push up now. Deep fried dogs. I've never heard of that. I love my bacon grease. Use bacon grease for a lot. Cook my eggs. NQ's trying, Jesse. NQ's trying. Ain't giving up. Christopher Zazek, I use bacon grease as a facial. That's funny. Oh boy. Market ain't moving. As usual. And gold. You woken up yet? Okay, gold. I think Jesse's long is they get the breakout. Jesse bringing in some green for the house account. Die GC 765 is holding. Yeah, that looks like they're trying to build it there. What was your entry, Die? I know you closed the trade here, but didn't you have an entry right around here? Right, it was looking heavy. NQ just playing games here. All right, guys, I'm going to grab a bite. I'll be right back. All right, what's NQ doing? Okay, NQ struggling on that channel, right? If we take a look at still undecided if it wants to break it, continue to the downside, come back into channel. Playing with you, Jesse. It's playing with you. Cooper had corn dogs with cornflakes in the better. Corn dogs with cornflakes. All right, gold. Let's come back to gold. Is that the pump? Oh, yeah, gold. I'm not convinced just yet. I'm not convinced yet. I think there's further downside to this. All right, let's take a look at Jesse. How's your trade doing now? Still hovering. Oh, NQ just playing with our patience here. Gold. Gold came to the top of that descending channel, right? I'm not convinced just yet. Look at the top of that descending channel. Tapped it and taking a little pullback there. That could be the move down to that pivot point. 200 SMA down at 55.45. They take that descending channel all the way down. All right, let's take a look at Jesse's trade here. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. All right, let's get NQ to do something, man. Let's get Jesse's trade going here. Thumper, deep fried fish with barbecue potato chips crushed up in the batter. Oh man, you guys are talking about good stuff. I'm stuck with the diet that I don't eat any of that stuff anymore. All I eat is meat every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Meat. Doesn't matter if it's chicken, beef, or pork. All I eat is meat now. Yeah, I'm with you, Jesse. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this trade going for you, man. Hanging out here too long waiting for this trade. All right, gold is playing that descending. You know, I'm watching gold because I'm watching the chart patterns with gold. Even though I took a winning trade already and I'm done, it's playing. So let's take a look at my 1 minute. Is this my 1 minute? If we look at gold chart, where did my gold go? Oh, it's up there. Never. Here we go. Playing the top of those channels to a T. That's why I'm waiting for that pivot point all the way down to 45. You got the 200 SMA at 50 if it plays the full channel. Of course, it's going to take a while, but see. Beef kebab. Hello, Rebbe. Yes, sir. My beef kebabs and chicken kebabs. So there's a place in, Jesse, there's a place in California. I don't know if you've went to. Panini. Panini's got the best Greek food or Greek mix of food in the LA area. Chad, yes, I'm on carnivore. I've been on carnivore diet now for a year. Actually, over a year now. It's the only thing that keeps me thin. I mean, I'm not a thin guy, but it keeps me thinner rather. I've always struggled with weight. And I switched to carnivore diet. I only eat meat now, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Lost about 30 pounds. And I eat a lot of meat every day, and it keeps me thin. I have a very huge appetite. I love to snack. I love to eat all the garbage, all the good food. And I came to a point where I had to make a decision. So carnivore for me has been a blessing. Lost the weight and kept it. Keeps me thin. Right investments, community accounts sell. Yeah, man, you're selling. I like your idea. I was looking at that channel. I'm like, I can hang out here for another hour. I would take the trade as well. Sell one GC mini at 37.83. 37. Oh, you're going all the way up here. Wait, GC Mini at market with... So you want me to market in right now with one, correct? You want me to sell right now at market, correct? Just want to make sure I'm understanding you. All right. Marketing in. I like that trade based on the channel that I just showed you. It respected the channel. So even if it comes back up, you got some leeway there. Market with 37.83 stop loss, 37.83. You're giving it top of that range. That's your stop. And your TP is at 37.45. Yeah, once I saw the range in that channel that I just showed, I think that short is golden right now. No pun intended on gold. But if we take a look at this channel again, it's been playing it. This was my short, which was the pivot point, top of that channel, and then here's another top. That's some, even if it comes to the middle of that channel provided the support for this move up. You have a juicy play if it plays out. I like that short, right investments. Right investments. Yeah, I mean, listen, you need to give it room. Where's your stop? 37.83. Let's take a look at the range again. I mean, you're giving it more than enough. It's been respecting that channel for all evening, so let's go back to take a look at Jesse's trades in the green again. All right, let's go, Jesse. Oh no, we're a little bit of red here. Gold. That short, I think, is going to be juicy. You need to try the kebabs at Spears Restaurant in California. There's one around Ontario. Yeah, like I said, my spot when I go to Cali, Panini, and they have some solid kebabs. All right, let's take a look at NQ. All right, NQ, just messing with Jesse's trade here. NQ was in a nice ascending channel and then decided to take its own course. So NQ, we were looking at this ascending channel. It was playing it, respecting it. And now we're in this little cluster F, figuring out what it wants to do. Gold. Thing I've seen with gold, it respects channels, man. It respects trend, right? So I think that short is golden. Cooper, the ES trade got stopped out within the first minute, right here. Boom. That was, I think it was Christopher Zazek. I got stopped out pretty quickly. So no ES trade right now. We got a gold trade in play, the short, and we got NQ on a long. So divergence on the trades on synchronous moving instruments right now. We'll see which one wins. All right, Jesse, hello, let's go. Let's get these longs going for Jesse. Jesse, so in about 4 minutes, Tokyo session comes back from lunchtime. And Sydney market goes to lunch. Sometimes there's a flip in control with volume. All right. We'll wait. 3 minutes to go. So far, for anybody tuned in, we got 2 trades going on the house account. We got a long on NQ. It's gone nowhere. Hoping for the break here. And we got a short going on gold. Plain. What's the TP on this one? All the way down at 37.45. That's that pivot point. All the way down there. NQ, come on, take off. I have not. Where's my phone? Where did my phone go? Be right back. Find my phone. Thumper, my man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Tomahawk steak right there. Let's go. Now you got me hungry for real. Smoked 4 of those that day. Wow. Yeah, I do ribeyes for the week. I grill ribeyes, some chicken for the week, and I'll do my ribs, my spare ribs, for about 6 hours to 195, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Slow cooked at 200. Actually, no, I lowered it now to 195. I think I like 195. No, what's my temperature? 200. Sorry. Yeah, that steak looks good, Thumper. I like your style, brother. All right, NQ is just messing with the house account trade. Let's take a look at GC gold. On down. Respect the channel. Respect the channel and come on down. 65 areas. Once they break below 65, it's going to be a flush. Here you go. Flush it. That area is held, but I think this is it. I think, oh no, it's right investments. Right investments. Here goes your flush. Your trade. Yep, look at that. Boom. Flush it right to that middle of that channel. Struggling. On down. There it goes. There's the flush. Yeah, this setup is, I'm with you on this one, right? I like the short. I like how GC plays trend. I like it. All right, hopping back to lazy NQ. Oh, NQ. That's gonna be the only problem. If gold and NQ are moving in sync, well, not in sync, but similar price action, are we gonna get stopped out now on the NQ trade now that the market's making a move? Oh, saved by a tick, Jesse. By a tick. Look at that. Zach, have a good night, brother. Thanks for tuning in. NQ just undecided with this range. It's been in that range quite some time now. Appreciate you tuning in, Zach. Have a good one. All right. I like this, Jesse. If that was the sweep that it needed to push up, let's go. Let's go. Oh, but NQ just got into another chart pattern. Here we go, Jesse. Was your sweep that you needed for the long? Word. Oh man, NQ. You got into a descending channel. Let's see if they can break out of that quickly. Break out of that quickly. Come on. Come on. Keep pushing. Come on, NQ. It needs to disrespect this. This is what NQ needs to disrespect for the trade. Got into this little descending pattern, but it needs to break out. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't respect that channel. No good. No bueno. No bueno. We need the long. All right, gold is playing its channel. Jesse James, no pasa nada. Let's go. All right, here's the breakout finally for NQ. We moved 4 points. This is great, guys. This is history being written right now. Woo! What the hell was that? Don't tell me they're going to top wick it and then flush it right back down. What's gold doing? All right, gold, at least gold is not pushing up. Ox. Yeah, that's the only thing you got to watch out here for the top wick. Let's hope it's continuation. Continuation. Let's go for continuation on this. Ah, damn it. It's respecting the channel. Not good. Yeah, so we top wicked top of that little pattern that it's in, coming back into the channel. Let's see if they can pop it out. You got the 200 SMA right here. 200 SMA can provide support, then you're good. Only problem is VWAP's down right here. How's the gold short doing? Gold short is attempting to come back down in its channel. All right. Fortunately, it looks like the selling pattern is playing out on NQ. All depends on that 200 SMA. If they can flush the 200 SMA, then you've got potential short down to VWAP. They can hold this and bounce. You're good. Take a look at gold. Gold slowly coming down in its channel. That's good. All right, we need NQ to bounce here on the NQ house. Oh, look at that. Another by a tick. Knox has a short down to 760. Yeah. 1 minute. Let's take a look at NQ. You're 760. That's my 1 hour level right here. There's yellow lines. Yellow lines are 1 hour levels. Blue lines are pivot points. Magenta are 4 hour levels, but they're not here. Not up here yet. Further down. Okay, so NQ's playing the channel. Now let's see if they break out. Targeting VWAP potential this 760 area, which is the 1 hour level NQ. Fortunately, the house account got stopped out. So now let's take a look at that gold trade. Gold continuing on its channel. What's your profit? What's your TP on this trade? 45. So if we look at this, you're targeting below the channel. So you're looking for a 45. You're looking to break this. Got it. Hey, Jesse, you kept the stop tight, so all good. All good in the hood. NQ now undecided what it wants to do in this channel. If they flush it, then yeah, VWAP potential 1 hour level at 760 as target there. And gold. Gold is playing along, slowly but surely. All right. T. Cooper, see you tomorrow, brother. Yeah, you're right. 6 a.m. 8 far. How long have we been streaming here? I gotta make it a point to go to bed earlier. All right, 2 hours, 23 minutes, but I started late. Maybe we'll call it pretty soon. I'll leave the gold trade going. I think that gold trade has room. NQ continuing on its. Now the question is, comes back up, down, or final break, or push to the upside. Gold. Holy, trending to the downside. Also playing T. All right. Master Trader, gold dropping. Yes, sir. All right, let's watch NQ on TradingView. Here we go. It's that move to VWAP potential right there. And again, that 760 is my 1 hour level. Pivot point here. This is the area I'd probably look to potentially long it. Where is NQ on the 15th? Yeah, so 760 is that pivot point. If that becomes a look above and fail for NQ, and we got downside and potential. Let's look at the 15-minute chart on NQ now. So we came to the 200. It struggled at the 200 SMA. Coming back now. Potential target on the VWAP. Pivot points at 760. If this becomes an overall look above and fail, what's the 50% retracement on that already? On the fib? Good on the other chart. Let's see if this is a look above and fail above that pivot point. Carl, you want 750 NQ right below the pivot point. You got an FVG right down there as well. You're targeting the middle of that FVG, right? That's what you're talking about. So we look at the 15-minute. Assuming this is the look above and fail, coming down to that pivot point, and you're targeting right in the middle of that FVG. If this continues a downtrend, hey, could be an aggressive move to the downside tonight, next couple of hours with NQ. Thumper, going back to bed. I just woke up and had to check on my pals. Thank you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you getting me hungry. Yep, and I'll take a look at the chart section on strong resistance. So let me take a look at that. For MNQ, what do you got going on here? That's the W pattern you were talking about. All right, NQ. I'm in for VWAP. Gold, what are you doing? Gold is hovering the upper quadrant of that ascending chain. All right. Oh, what are we going to do here? I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes. I'm going to call it. And I'll leave the gold trade, right investments. Have a good night, Thumper. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Gold. Look at that. Love how it played the top of that channel. What are you doing, NQ? NQ hovering here. Touching NQ, and it comes down to this area. All right, Knox 24,751. If you want a long NQ, exactly, that's my 1 hour level. Again, if we take a look at the 1 minute here, this yellow line are the 1 hour levels. Pivot point is right below it, 760. That area is the juicy potential long area. potential. All right, the house account is currently in a short thanks to Right Investments. Shorting gold, 76.64 with an aggressive TP all the way down to 45. One mini. Come on, gold flush. Flush. All right, NQ coming for VWAP. Look at that. $760 pivot point on NQ. 1 hour level there as well, around 763 on my charts. Let's take a look at gold. Gold continuing slowly but surely. Guardian Clips just took some profits shorting gold. Nicely done. Shorted it from 68. Nice. I shorted gold earlier at the pivot point. That's why with gold, I'm liking the way they play pivot points. Up already on my accounts. Shorting gold. Go. That was my little short here on gold and up 900 bucks on it, but in hindsight, shoulda, woulda, coulda held. All right, NQ coming down. What's gold doing here? All right, still playing that little channel. Master Trader, you think we should enter as a buy on gold? Ooh, I don't think it's done. You'd have to, the previous support area was 37.65. It broke that. I'm sure it's going to come back and test that. If it breaks above and holds over 37.65, I'd say, yeah, the short is invalid, but you're still in a selling pattern, big picture. Now, if the selling pattern is broken, then I'd say scalps. Yeah, you can take a couple scalps there, but look at the overall selling pattern with gold. If it breaks out, then I'd say yes. And music creator, Donde vender NQ? Where do you want to sell NQ? What's going on with NQ? Let's take a look at NQ. Didn't it break the channel? Isn't it going for? Oh, did it touch VWAP? NQ touch VWAP? It kind of did. Not really. So NQ is out of a pattern right now. See what it does at VWAP. Hasn't touched VWAP yet. And gold coming to the top of that channel. As long as the top of that channel holds, that's fine. All right, gold's coming here as long as it doesn't break out of this. Respects it and comes right back down, then you're good. It's been doing that all night. 1, 2, 3, 4. potential 5 touches and continues on its descending pattern. Knox regression channel is a great tool for identifying direction. Yes, sir. Have regression channel on One Tower. Chris Newf, you switched your stream orientation. I think I switched a lot on the stream itself. The orientation, the layout, changing it up a little bit. But this layout has been on all week, by the way. Actually, since last week. The other layout had me on the right side, right? Appreciate you, Chris. I think it's a little cleaner. Before, there was a lot going on. It had the chat in the middle of the chart. It had the branding all the way on the top. I'll make it where I minimize the branding to a minimum. Keep it very minimalistic. That way you guys get to see the charts. Maybe, yeah. Oh, yeah, the chat account was on the right side. You're right, Chris. Hey, man. Good eye, good eye, good eye. I like that. Good eye. The chat account was on the right side. You're 100% right, sir. Love the attention to detail. Good stuff. All right, let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold came to the top of that channel. Need gold to stay in the channel. Can't get gold to break out. Give us a look above and fail, but stay in the channel. I have Knox. I haven't used it in a long time. If you know how to use the R value for confirmation. No. Are you talking about One Tower regression channel? R value? Never heard of it. Feel free to talk about it in the chat, Knox. All right, we're currently in this gold trade on the house account, courtesy of Right Investments. We're looking for gold to stay on that selling pattern, not break out of it, using that 200 SMA as resistance to the upside. As long as it doesn't break out above that 200 SMA, where the 200 SMA flips to support, then that short should be good. NQ, what is NQ doing? Is it coming to VWAP yet? No touch on VWAP yet. All right, guys, I'm going to call it in 3 minutes. Going to bed. Got to get sleep so I don't screw up New York like I've been doing for the last couple of days. Haven't been trading New York session the way I like it. I'm green in the week, but taking some ugly trades. Knox, you have to enable the label to show. Value close to +1 signifies a strong positive trend, with a value near -1 indicates. Cool. Oh, it was an option in Thinkorswim. All right, I have to take a look at our value then on One Tower, see if it shows that. So you're looking at +1, -1, and a 0 means there's no linear. Got it. Good. All right, NQ trying to come for VWAP. And I'm watching this 760 pivot point area, and gold staying in the channel. As long as it stays in, short is good. All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. Going to bed. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Anybody who's still there, thanks for tuning in. Knox, Master Trader, Chris Noof. Who else is still around? Music Creator, Guardian Clips, Right Investments. I'm going to leave your trade on. Jesse James, see you in the morning, brother. And for anybody who trades the New York session, I'll be on tomorrow morning. If you're new to the stream or just hopping on, do me a favor. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe. Right, I'll leave this trade on. Hopefully wake up in some solid green. Christopher Zazik, have a good night, sir. Master Trader, Rebbe. Good night to everybody. Appreciate you all tuning in. And I hope you guys still trading the night session or the Asia session. Close it in the green, baby. Close it in the green. Get that green tonight. Appreciate you all. Have a great night. Laters. Actually, I'll leave this trade on for a little bit. Gotta grab something to eat, and I'll close the stream. About that. Talk to you guys later.